What is up, my boys? Welcome back to episode 2. Man, welcome back to episode 2. The escape plan, guys. Today we got an exciting one. Today we're doing IFVGs, which is just like we said last week. Last episode, first episode was on fair value gaps. This episode is gonna be on inverse fair value gaps. So essentially, what an inverse fair value gap is, it is just a fair value gap that got invalidated, or value gap that got disrespected, ran through, whatever other words there are for it. But yeah, today I'm just going to show you guys how to identify them and how to use them. And in turn, I'm just going to first break down all these, all my confluences I use, and I'll give you the strategy after that. And you can see how I do what I do using these different confluences, pairing them all together, and how they all work in collaboration with each other, and in turn giving me my desired outcome. You know what I'm saying? So let's get straight into the charts, man. IFVGs. Let's go. As we hop on to the charts, boys, what are we looking for? Inverse fair value gaps. Let's look at yesterday, position I took yesterday for yesterday's trade, which was a W. Can I get W's in the shot for your boy? But anyway, guys, yesterday, what did we have? Yesterday is a perfect and clear use of an IFVG, boys. So an IFVG, wait, let me first show you what an IFVG is. IFVG. I use the 1 minute for my IFVG. For my direction change, I like using the 1 minute for catching reversals and things like that. But talking of catching reversals, right here, guys, IFVG, as I explained to you guys in the last episode of the escape plan, what a fair value gap is. So essentially, an inverse fair value gap still utilizes the 3-stick candle pattern, bro, which is why, boom, fair value gap identified. Right, we have a bullish fair value gap. As we see on the screen, we have a bullish fair value gap. But now, what happened to the bullish fair value gap? The bullish fair value gap got ran through, guys, right here with the fourth candle. The fourth candle came through and it closed below. Because it came through it, closed below it, that signifies an inverse fair value gap. And what did we get out of that? We got a full-on short position out of it, guys. So if you were to take a short just off the IFG alone, you would be in profit. The short that on the next candle closure, which is right there, stops at the high, and bro, you just hold that long till you don't want no more, bro. You just hold the long and you'd be swimming in it, man. IFG. Even yesterday's position, as we see, what do we see here, guys? We see a bullish fair value gap gets put in, and immediately after the bullish fair gap gets put in, we get an inverse with the fourth candle coming through, closing above. We take a position on the next candle, targeting whatever high there was, whatever high there was, targeting it like that, and boom, boys. That's how the IFVG works, man. Let's see. Here's another IFVG right here of a bullish fair value gap. As we know what a fair value gap is, now to draw a fair value gap, we have 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle, none of them overlapping in this range, giving us a what? Fair value gap. From there, boom, IFVG gets put in when we have candle closure below our zone. IFVG gets put in. Ooh, what is that? That is not an IFVG, my bad, guys. Bro, what is happening? Okay, I don't know. We get that put in, boom. We see the fair value gap gets disrespected, and immediately from that, we take our short on the next candle. Stops at the most recent high, targeting Even this low here would be perfect. Targeting this low right here, perfect short. So that's what IFVG does. IFVG gives me a signal for reversal. That's what I'm looking for. So after majority of what after a liquidity sweep, what I tend to do is I look for an inverse fair value gap. After we get a sweep of a lower high, I look for something to give me a reason to enter and go the opposite direction. Let's look for bearish ones now. I mean bullish fair value gaps. IFVGs. In this one here, yep. The value gap gets put in after 1, 2, 3 candles. What do we have in the center? A gap. Boom. What do we do from there? We can take a trade immediately after that. It should be on this candle because this candle is the first candle to close above, and we go long from there, targeting the most recent high. So for me, that is it, boys. And she hits every single time because what it does in turn, it tells us exactly that the market is no longer going in the direction it was going. Because if it was, we would have respected this bearish fair value gap right here. It would have respected it, and market would have continued down after tapping into it. But what do we get out of it? We got what? Bullish momentum, which tells us that the market wants to go up. Here's one right here again. So for me, this is my clear tell sign that market wants to reverse, is an inverse value gap. When we stop respecting the one, and we stop respecting the one, and we start disrespecting, we start respecting the opposite of what the market trend is. For me, it's clear sign that we want to go long or we want to go short. It stops at the low, targeting the most recent high. And it hits every time, guys. Like, you can't tell me it doesn't hit every single time. But it's essential that on their own, these things are possible to use like this. But it's nice to just have that extra confirmation on things, you know what I'm saying, guys? It always helps to have more than one confluence. I like paying my confluences up with different things. But again, guys, what we have here? We have a bullish fair value gap. What happens to the bullish fair value gap? She gets ran through close below. We take a short of that. Stops at the high. Stops at the high. And then we target the most recent low. And on their own, guys, these things are powerful. The fair value gap, this inverse fair value gap, on their own, guys, I promise you, it works. But I just like it extra confirmation, which is why I pair it up with different confluences and different things and different conditions that feel a plus setup. But as you see, guys, IFVG, guys, IFVG. It's one of my favorite things to use is an IFVG. Because again, like, guys, you can't tell me don't miss. Don't miss. What do we have? IFVG of what? Of a value gap being disrespected. So bullish fair value gap gets disrespected, throws out bearish signals a bearish movement. We take the short, target the most recent low, stops in the most recent high. There. And we just ride him out. We just ride him out, guys. We just ride him out. What happens? We get out. We get the outcome we want, boys. So yeah, that's IFVG's in clutch info. What's next? I think I'm gonna do liquidity. Some liquidity. But boys, look at that, man. You can't tell me that IFVG doesn't work, man. But yeah, IFVGs. I'm your boy Little Trapper Reggae Count. So this is the escape plan, and I am